So YouTube is a huge game. A lot of people spend a lot of time and money into it, and a lot of people seem to overthink the money and they just spend a whole lot that they don't need. So to give you guys an example, I'm gonna show you what my YouTube setup is, and hopefully it gives you an idea of what you want. When I started making this video, I got a ton of questions on asking me what my gear is, what's my setup, what's my camera, what's my lens, a whole bunch of technical questions I have to answer in this video, like at least right now. But you know, it's a good question because a lot of YouTubers that wants to start his or her YouTube channel has no idea on what equipment they need. So let's get started. Now the first thing I'm gonna get out of the way, and this is the most obvious, is cameras. Now people tend to overhype the fact that like you need the best camera out there on the market. You need to use the camera that YouTubers use all the time, and those are high expectations. And let me just say, that is not what you need. You don't need the most expensive camera gear. That is not what you need. What you need is a camera that can just film you, at least in good quality, but at a cheap price. Know your budget. So what I have right in front of me is a Canon 70D with an 18 to 55mm lens. I got that packaged together with the battery and the strap, all for about $750, give or take, plus tax. Usually on the market it's about $1,000, but I got it down to $750 because I got it on the Canon refurbished section. Finding or using refurbished products or used items is a great way to start saving money. In that case, already saving money. If you really want a DSLR and you don't want to spend too much, I might as well get the Canon Rebel series. Usually they end with a T5i or T6i or even a T3i. Most of the higher end of the T Rebel series, they actually have good autofocusing while during video. But even without the autofocus, any DSLR from any range will give a good quality picture. Take, for example, my camera. It has a good autofocus system and it has a good image quality. That's what I was looking for in a DSLR. But if your budget's a little lower and you can't afford a DSLR, you can go with a point and shoot. There are ones like the G7X, but I wouldn't go that far because, you know, it's still expensive, and even with that kind of money, you can buy a DSLR. So the next best thing I would tell you guys is just to go to Walmart and buy the cheapest point and shoot you can get. It's a great starter camera. It only costs about $100 to $200, give or take. It really gives you an idea of settings and so forth. If you can't afford anything that's over $100, you might as well just use your phone or iPad or anything else that you have around. I mean, when I started, I was using my iPad and it only had 720p as the maximum resolution. It was awesome. At least I wasn't filming on a potato or anything. It's just that nowadays your phones have 4K, 1080p, whatever. I mean, that's already great. Make sure you use the rear camera on the back of your phone, not the front one. The front one is the lower resolution one. Always the back. That one has the 4K or the 1080p. Now when it comes to DSLRs, there's always that second part that comes with it, is the lens. There are many different types of lenses. There are wide angle, there are the close-ups and the micro shots, normal lenses, prime lenses, zoom lenses. But if you recently just got a DSLR, you don't have to worry about lenses for another year or so, because the kit lens gives you an idea of what you want in the future. It usually gives you a good zoom range, the sharpness is okay, and it helps you to become a better YouTuber in terms of, you know, what your picture style is. What is your framing style? I mean, I'm still using the kit lens, and I like this 18mm shot, like right here. It's a good wide angle, and it's good for vlogging situations. That's what I like about the kit lens. So the next thing is microphones. Now this depends on if you have a microphone jack on your camera or not. If you don't have a microphone jack, the onboard mic is great and all. It could take a little while to figure it out, but you'll know how to work around it. Now, if you do have a microphone jack, I really encourage you to buy a shotgun mic that can go right on top of your camera. A shotgun microphone will give you a good, clear, crisp audio. Usually the microphone jacks are usually on the higher end of point and shoots and on some DSLRs. Now the microphone I recommend to get is a Rode Video Micro. It only costs about $60. It comes with a windscreen or a dead cat, whatever you call it. That's a bad name for a wind blocker. I don't know why they call it dead cats in the business. But anyway, it's small, it's compact, it's easy to use, it's plug and play, no battery power, anything whatsoever. It's all in all a good microphone. I'm using it right now and it's giving me crisp audio. I know Rode is a dependable company. They're really amazing with their warranty and stuff. And all in all, it's a good budget microphone. I've seen cheaper shotgun mics like for $30 on Amazon, but I don't think it's worth it because it gives you all that psh in the video. But you know, use what you can get. Now the next thing I want to talk about is tripods. Now my tripod is really cheap. It's just from Amazon Basics that I ordered for like 30 bucks. The price have may dropped, but it can go up to 60 inches or 5 feet. It's just a normal basic tripod that just holds my camera, and I like it. It came with the camera mount and all of that good stuff, so I was pretty happy. Now I see people on YouTube, they actually buy Joby Gorilla tripods, they buy small tripods, phone tripods, or any kind of tripod. And that's okay. I mean, they're cheap, they're durable, they're reliable. Any tripod that you can get is gonna work for any camera that you have. You don't need an expensive tripod, that's all I'm saying. As long as you have something to hold your camera, you're good. But what's more important than that is lighting. Now people tend to look over this sort of thing, and I don't know the reason why. I guess they're just lazy or whatever, but if you don't have good lighting, nobody can see you. If you don't have good lighting and nobody can see you, they're gonna click away. Your audience is gonna click away. I don't know what's with the hands. I keep pointing all the time. I'm sorry. It's a habit. So to fix that problem is just go up to a nice big window, make sure the light is on you, you're facing towards the window, and you put your camera in front of you, in front of the window, and that will give you a good picture overall. I mean, lighting from the sun, it's totally free, no money. That's the same meaning as free. As long as you have a window you can pitch up next to and put a camera there, you're good. Now if you're filming in a basement or a cubicle or a box that has no windows at all, then I don't know about your complexion, but you would really need some sun right now, is to buy some artificial lighting that would help you light yourself. Oh my god, I'm overexposed now. Whoops, dang it, son, now you have to come out of the clouds, huh? If you want to, you can buy those soft boxes for like filming that cost around like $50 to $60 if you have it. Or for me, when I first started, I actually bought fluorescent lamps. I bought 2 of them. I put those lamps on both sides of the camera. The light would shine right here on my face, and I would have been perfectly lit. But you gotta make sure it's fluorescent, otherwise if it gives you that yellow look on your picture, I mean, it passes, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look appealing to the eye, if you know what I mean. Speaking of yellow, I'm yellow, and the sun is making me yellow, so I'm overexposed. Damn it. I keep saying that. I should change my settings. Now that's pretty much it when it comes to filming equipment, but there's more. Over to my desk is where I'll show you in a sec all of my other equipment and basic necessities of when it comes to importing and editing my videos. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my desk. Hopefully you guys don't mind the cables. So what you see right in front of you is my MacBook Pro. It's a 2016 version with a slick touch bar. It has 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage. This computer is a beast for editing 1080p footage and even 4K videos if I want to. I mean, it's awesome. Over to the right is my Blue Yeti microphone with a pop filter attached to it. I bought both the mic and the filter a year ago off of Amazon for about $120. I usually use it for video commentary and also voiceovers, like I'm doing right now. Get it? I bought it because I like how it has a multi-purpose for any audio I need from it. Here's a pro tip for you guys. If you guys don't have a microphone at all, the microphone in your earphones or your headphones is actually pretty good. You guys can try it out sometime. Over here right next to me is my GoPro. It's the 5-session version. Funny story, I actually bought it on Halloween as a present to myself. I know, how sad. But I'm not really of a huge fan of candy anyway. But I actually like it because I don't need a waterproof housing to put on, and it's a great vlogging camera. I mean, I vlogged with this camera specifically on my Australia trip. It really goes to show that GoPros in general do have good image quality, and the audio is not that terrible at all. On the other side, as you can see, is my battery charger and external hard drive. This is a 2TB WD Passport external hard drive. I keep all of my footage and videos in here. By the way, this thing holds almost 2 years worth of video footage. Can you guys believe it? If I ever lose this, I'd probably go mental and quit altogether, man. I mean, it's really that valuable to me. Over here is my toothbrush. Yes, I charge my electric toothbrush here on my desk. I know that's weird and people already told me that, but whatever. As for SD cards, I only use one. It's a 32 gig SD card by SanDisk. I'm not really in a position where I need multiple SD cards, but we'll see in the future. On the bottom is my media port reader. This is where I put my SD card into, then it transfers all the files on my SD card to my computer. It's pretty useful and I've never had a problem with it. And that's pretty much it for the whole tour, guys. And that's pretty much all the basics of what you need. But the last thing I want to talk about is editing software. So for me personally, and I'm pointing to myself, which is pretty bad, I'm using Final Cut Pro 10, and that costs on the App Store about $300. Now, if you have a Mac, you might as well just use iMovie. I mean, if you have an iPhone or iPad or any Apple device, you might as well use iMovie. I mean, that's the best one for iOS and Mac users. I haven't seen any other better software than iMovie. I mean, it's free. If you need to buy it off the App Store, it's only $5, but anything other than that, it's usually free, most of it. And it's a really dang good editing software. I know on the PC side, there's Adobe Premiere Pro, and you would have to pay a certain fee every month to use that software. Now, if you're on a budget, you might as well use Sony Vegas, the cheapest or even a free software of Sony Vegas. And I also heard there's also Windows Movie Maker. I've seen the interface before. It doesn't look really clean. It looks kind of confusing, but if you take your time and learn how to use it, it's gonna be good. You can make really good products with not the best software. But hey, at the end of the day, it all comes down to what your budget is, how much stuff do you need, and is it really worth it? This was an example of what I use. What really matters is what content you put out. And you wanna create good quality ones instead of forcing yourself to make YouTube videos and then it turns really bad. It really sucks. Basically, the whole YouTube game is about not giving up, and even when times are down, you still gotta push forward. Make the best of what you got. A lot of people on the outside, they see YouTube as some sort of easy game, but it's not. It's about your hard work, your attitude, and your perseverance. I mean, can you do it? Are you willing to sacrifice a whole bunch of time and do this? And not a lot of people understand that. To all aspiring YouTubers out there, I just want to say, don't give up, okay? Because if you give up, what's left of you? Okay? But anyway, guys, oh my god, that was a cheesy message. I wish you luck to all the aspiring YouTubers and filmmakers out there. And to you, all my avid viewers and audience, thank you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. I mean, that is a lot of people. That is awesome. And it's all thanks to you guys. I love you. And that's all I wanted to say, because I don't want to make it sound too emotional. Or thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.